Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha, and I hope everyone has been having a fabulous Thursday. I know I had to come to work today, so a little slow right now, had a little break. And so I was thinking about something from earlier based off of a video or a short I think I saw with Thorn. And it made me think about a couple of things, y'all, because there may be some women that are actually going through this particular thing. And sometimes one person's experience could be different, and people do things for different reasons. Before we get started, make sure y'all hit the like button. Let everyone know that we are live. Well, not basically, it's a live premiere. Okay. I need to put that, let me put that on the screen just in case someone comes in and y'all are like, are we live? Are we live? Let me put that up here. Oh my goodness. Y'all, sometimes I forget where to go. Um, oh my goodness. Let's see. Sometimes I forget where to go to put the um anyways, I'll just put it into the chat. Because I know I've seen it before. Where is it? I should have already had that up there. But this is a live premiere. And let me just say this live is for educational entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. This live premiere isn't intended to cyberbully anyone, harass, or defame anyone. And so I was looking at it. And so a lot of you already know that Thorn has had her breasts done. Okay. She has pumped up or inflated the boobies. Okay. Now, of course, when you have children, things happen to all of our bodies. Okay. Some of us probably still have some baby fat that we want to get rid of. Okay, it's a part of the territory sometimes. Now, some people you got it made. You had your babies, nothing happened. You snap back. Okay, your body back to where it was, and some people just don't snap back the same way. Whether you gain weight, boobies drooping, or whatever, it's a part of life. Okay, and so with her, it seems as though she didn't, well, what she was telling us is she didn't feel like a woman because of the way that her boobs were kind of droopy, or she felt like she had a boy body. Um, I I think that she got the breast surgery for multiple reasons, not just that, but I do feel that her husband also encouraged that based off of what he likes. Okay. And I think a part of her did not want to go through with that. Now, I must say, y'all know I'm fair. I must say that they look okay. Now I'm not judging a woman's boobs or anything like that, but it seems as though they are proportioned. They're not too big. I know she probably had swelling because after you have any type of procedure, you may have a little swelling. So that part has to go down. And so I get that. Um, but for the most part, I mean, they look okay. I noticed that she can't just wear clothes now. She's gonna just kind of keep some things open. She had on this little pink tank top, white shirt. She had to make sure it was propped open so you can see her new cleavage and things like that. I told y'all that that part was coming. I'm just not ready for all of that. Um, Now she's this expert on surgery and things of that sort, talking about what men like and what they don't like. Well, obviously, you got to first like yourself. Okay. Let's just put it out there. You have to first like yourself because if we go around looking for approval from everyone, whether it's a husband, a friend, or whoever. You're never going to be happy. The first start needs to be within you. Internally, do you like being by yourself? Do you like your own company? Because if you don't like your own company, no one else will. Okay. If you don't love yourself, then it's going to be hard for other people to love you. I do feel that without self reflecting and really coming to know yourself, then you will look for anything on the outside that makes you unhappy, and thinking that, oh, if I fix this, then I'll be okay. I'll feel like a real woman. I will feel good about myself. Now, yes, some of those things do help to improve our self-confidence, but our self-confidence and our self-esteem should not rely solely on what we get done to our bodies. Okay? I'm using this as an example. Say that a person gets breast cancer, okay? And Thorne is putting out there, oh, these breasts, I feel like a woman, blah 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 blah. Well, some people have to get what they call a mastectomy, okay? That does not take away from their womanhood. It's and I know that some people go through different, because that's a whole change in itself. But there are things you can do basically to where people wouldn't even know that unless you told them. However, you're still beautiful. You're still a woman. Okay. However, that woman feels about herself, if she loves herself internally and things of that sort, even that will not change that. Okay. It would take some adjustments, of course, but it would not change that because it's not based solely on that. It's not based solely on, oh, I wear a size 2. Okay, well, what? Okay, and what else? What else you got going for you? Okay, or, you know, attitude wise, that's part of your internal. You could be a size 2 and could be ugly, and that's because you're ugly on the inside. Okay, so all of that should not be solely because we have so many young girls growing up. And y'all, it turns into a whole situation where some of these young girls will even starve themselves because they feel like they're not skinny enough. They're looking at all of these people in the magazines and they're like, man, I want to be skinny like that. I want to dress like that. I want now looking at this public figure. She got boobs. I want bigger boobs too. And then they go and get all of this surgery done, which, hey, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But then they feel that that may improve how they feel about themselves. It's temporary. Yes, you may like the way your clothes now sit up, your boobies sitting up, but it's temporary. Those things can eventually start to droop again. And then what happens? You're going to go back to not loving yourself or liking yourself. Come on now. We cannot get that involved into the superficial. And then, to be honest, y'all, I'm nervous that they might get popped. I don't know if y'all noticed in one of the videos, she was doing like a little, guess it wasn't the vlog one, but it was the one where she was sitting in the car and she was just telling about her breast surgery, and her baby jumped up in her lap, okay, and was all on her chest, and then she got him situated. Then he pushed down in her chest again. Now, for one, he probably didn't know what he was doing because he doesn't understand any of this, but she has to be careful. Hopefully, they don't get popped too soon, okay? You're newly, she said it's been what, a week? You're newly out of the procedure. You have to be careful. Although sometimes we feel good after a procedure on the outside, like we're ready, our internal continues to heal. Okay. And so it's not all about the superficial. If your spouse loves you for you, it should not be about, oh, baby, go get some boobies for you to start saying, oh, my man really loves me. He's doing XYZ. Well, this could potentially bring in more content. It may not be the content that the PG content. Okay. If there's this alleged OnlyFans, hey, that's more money. All right, show them off more. Just in case you have to go back to the that strip club. Okay, you're prepared. And just if all else fails with the channel, the race bait, rage bait, clickbait doesn't work. Now y'all have a backup plan because you did say, Thorn, that you were going to use this as some new content. Now I don't know how deep you plan on going with that. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to stop and just encourage you all, if you're going through that where you're feeling like you're not your confident self. Um, yes, of course, this is not to say not to lose weight. If you're trying to lose weight or exercise, things of that sort to feel good about yourself, but it starts on the inside first. You have to love you where you are, love you, period. Okay. And then if those other things come, those should be added bonuses. When you lose weight, yeah, baby, I was looking good big and I'm looking good small. It's not like, oh, I only look good if I lose weight, or I only look good if I'm getting a breast procedure, or I only look good if I go and get a tummy tuck. No, you look good, period. Okay. And we have to get to that part uh, within ourselves. And then the other things are the cherry on tops. But we cannot put out this message that, oh, in order to feel like a woman, you have to have that. No, no, we don't want to put that out there because there are, sad to say, some women that do not have that. Now, there are also ways to get that, reconstructive surgery, certain type of bras and so forth. So we don't ever want to make someone feel like that's the end all to be all of being a woman. It's more to being a woman than that. Okay, we're more than what was it, Maya Angelou? Okay. Did she say something about that in one of her poems? I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about it in poetry. In a poetic form as I'm thinking about it. We're more than our hips. We're more than our boobs. We're more than the way we walk. Okay. We're more than our, did I say hips? We're more than our face and the full lips. Okay. We are more than that. And we have to understand that. So, yeah, I mean, hey, she did it. Everyone can do it. She's bragging on how much it costs. Girl, stop. Okay. If y'all need money and you put the money into some breasts, that doesn't show responsibility. Okay. It shows a lack thereof because that money could have been used on something if the car is down to get the car out of the shop. Okay. Buy the kids. You were talking about the clothes, buying some more clothes. Then see if you got some money left over for it. What is the emergency in that? I'm just still trying to understand. So now, okay, because you got those. Now what? What did that add? What? Come on now. What was the value added to your family? Okay. I don't even know. Do the kids even know what it's for? I'm just trying to understand that. What was the value added to your family with that, especially if you still owe the the in-laws money, and we just going about the things you put out here, the things you still have to pay and get done, and now you got boobs and nothing else. I am tickled. I just don't understand it, but hey, girl, do you? Do you? Okay, I'm glad everything worked out. Because you were freaking out. You scared us. Woo, girl, we didn't know what was about to happen, whether you were about to have a seizure or what. You said you were nervous, but girl, I've never seen anyone shaking and trembling like that from being nervous. Okay. So those people did have some patience. But yes, y'all, be you, love yourself from the inside out. Anything else should be the cherry on top. But that was all that I had for today. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Also subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell. Also, I forgot to mention I have an upcoming writing workshop starting this Saturday. Now, registration is open. for all the way up until June the 6th, because you can join in at any time. Okay. The good part about this is you will have access to the recorded sessions for all three of the sessions. Okay. Even if something comes up and you can't make a session, you'll still have access to that session. There are various packages available, and you'll see that on the link, which will be in the chat or in the description part of this video. So I'll be right back. Let me play this short commercial. Hello. Oh my goodness, we had a blast at this past week's writing workshop orientation. But guess what? Now the work begins with our new writing workshop that is going to take place May 3rd, May 24th, and June the 7th from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, we had a guest speaker, Jessica Hawkins, that gave some beautiful words of advice and wisdom to new authors.
Aspiring author, I want you to know your story matters, your voice matters, whether it's based on your own life or completely fictional or a blend of both. Your words have power and someone is waiting to hear them and read them. There are words you have that heal, inspire, and transform others, but they heal and inspire and transform you as well. My first book wasn't the finish line. It was the beginning. It opened doors for me to connect with others, to connect with myself more deeply, to blend passions for writing, music, fashion, healing, and continue growing into the woman God always intended me to be.
And I totally agree. This is the time. If you've always had the desire to become an author, this is the time. Don't hesitate. Sign up today. The prices are listed on the link that I am going to provide in the chat or in the description field of this video. Hope to see you there. Have a blessed day. Bye. Okay, so yes, if that's something that you're interested in doing, click the link and you can register. Also, if you're not interested, but you would like to sponsor a future author, that is available as well. Each package has various things. And yes, just click on the link and you'll be able to see what is included with each package. But thank you all so much for joining on today. Make sure you share this video also. And until next time, have a blessed day. Bye-bye.